We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T, and I hope everybody's doing good today. Make sure you guys have your teacups ready.
Get ready. Y'all get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
Because this tea is what? Piping hot. All right, y'all. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Seal situation, honey, and Oprah. So basically what went down is that if you guys don't know, Oprah gave this so-called amazing speech. It went viral. It was so moving, and it took place at the Golden Globes on Sunday night. I mean, she spoke so eloquently and well about this whole hashtag Me Too movement, and that time's up for the old system of Hollywood, and time's up for these people who took advantage of these poor innocent women, that now people are claiming that she should run for president in 2020, I guess. Anyhow, with that being said, one person who was not feeling the speech was Seal, okay? Seal took to social media to basically call out Oprah, and this is what Seal had to say. So Seal says, "Oh, I forgot. That's right. You heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses who in turn had no idea what they were getting into. My bad. Sanctimonious Hollywood." And then he posted up a meme of Oprah kissing Harvey Weinstein and Oprah, with, it looks like Rita Ora and Harvey Weinstein. And so the meme says, when you have been a part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution. So, honey, that went viral, and a lot of people are talking about it. Some folks are mad at Seal and saying, how dare he attack Oprah? How dare he not stand by Oprah? In my personal opinion, I will applaud Seal because that does take a lot of guts to call out somebody like a Oprah Winfrey. And, and he's standing by it. He's not, retracting his statement. He's not saying, oops, my bad. I didn't mean to say that. So, I mean, I'll give him his props for stating how he feels. And for him, if that's honestly how he feels and he's going to stand by that, I'm going to give him his props for that. Because a lot of people will say one thing and then they'll kowtow, okay? But my issue is this, okay? The thing that's always bothered me with the whole Me Too movement is that this movement was started by a black woman. And this woman has been literally helping sex assault survivors for the past 10 years, okay? Her name is Tarana Buke. And for some reason, she's not getting any type of props in this. Nobody's barely even mentioning her name. This whole Me Too movement has now been attached to Hollywood. It's been attached to Rose McGowan, Alyssa Milano, Lady Gaga. It's been attached to this whole Hollywood movement. And that's what really turned me off about Oprah's speech. She said a lot of good things, but there were certain things that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm not even going to go there about her speech because the video is not about her speech. But the whole Me Too movement has literally been hijacked. So this whole Me Too movement has literally been hijacked. Tariana's starting to get some shine. I mean, after all, they did throw her a bone. She was invited to the Golden Globe. She was on the red carpet with Michelle Williams. But what's so funny is, this is why I don't respect this whole Me Too movement. Not the movement that Tarana started, but this whole Hollywood version. Do you realize that right now on social media, actresses Rose McGowan, Corey Feldman, Asia Argentino, and several others are upset and in their feelings because they were not invited to the star-studded bash. They feel like they were the trailblazers of the whole Me Too movement, and it's not fair that they were not invited. Instead of them being happy that this black woman is finally getting thrown a bone and they invited her to the Golden Globe, being that she's the one who started this 10 years ago in Philly, now they're all mad because they weren't invited. Here goes some of their tweets and comments and what they had to say about the Golden Globe. All right, so you guys just saw their tweets, their comments, and what they had to say. So do you guys understand why I just don't care about this whole hashtag Me Too movement, especially now that Hollywood has infiltrated it? You know, I'll give Seal props for calling out Oprah and stating what he said and not backtracking or backing down. But I also have to give you the side eye, bro. And I like Seal. Y'all know I like Seal. I met Seal. Really, really nice man. Very down to earth, okay? But I also have to call you out on something, because if you're going to call out Oprah, you also have to call out your ex-wife, okay? Let's not forget that Heidi Klum worked with Harvey Weinstein for years. He was an executive producer on Project Runway. So you mean to tell me that he only had eyes for starry-eyed actresses? You mean to tell me that he didn't have eyes for models as well? You mean to tell me that he didn't also maybe come on to those Project Runway people and say, oh, if you sleep with me, or, you know, let me jerk off on you, you know, I'll get your fashion out there. Or you can be a top model, because they used a lot of beautiful models to wear the pieces on that show. So I just think that when you're going to call out Oprah, Seal, you also have to keep it real, because by that logic, I too can call out your wife. Because by the same logic that you're using to call out Oprah and saying that Oprah had to have known and Oprah, you know, stood in solidarity and she's part of the problem, well then by that logic, with me on the outside looking in, I can also say your ex-wife is also part of the problem, and your ex-wife also stood in solidarity with Harvey Weinstein. Your ex-wife also knew how Harvey Weinstein, you know, got down, but she also had no problem making Harvey Weinstein an executive producer on her show. So, you know, that's why I say this whole Hollywood facade, these people are not really friends. Don't let this shit fool you. These people are not really friends. Honey, they will be cool with you one day and throw you under the bus the next day, okay? So this entire situation is crazy. And yes, Heidi Klum has come out and she's spoken out against Harvey Weinstein. You know, and I think for that, she more or less spoke out to distance herself, because she knows her show was being executively produced by him. So, of course, she's going to have to speak out and distance herself. As Seal was so quick to call out Oprah, not realizing his own ex-wife's really close ties to Harvey Weinstein as well. You know, so like I said, this entire situation is crazy. At this point, I'm over this whole movement. I'm over how Hollywood basically hijacked this movement. I'm over how a lot of these celebrities now are all, you know, they're all victims. You know what I'm saying? After they received their millions and millions of dollars and their Oscar statues, now they're all victims. You know what I mean? When you have real everyday women who have gone through things like that and they don't have a multi-million-dollar nest egg to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't sue their accuser because their accuser wasn't worth millions of dollars. So I just find it really funny that there's so much of this Harvey Weinstein throwing him under the bus as if he was the only one. You know, like I said from jump, you know, covering this story, the swamp needs to be drained. It's a lot of people who had that same mentality. It's a lot of people who abuse their power in Hollywood, and a lot of them are now being exposed. But a lot of people knew, and a lot of people sat there and they did nothing. And, you know, that's cool that Seal wants to call out Oprah and hold her accountable for her friendship with Harvey Weinstein all these years. But, boo, if you're going to call out Oprah, you also got to call out your ex-wife, okay? Because y'all know me, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If we're going to play that game, we're going to call out everybody. We're not going to just single out Oprah and then not say nothing about Heidi Klum. We're not just going to single out Oprah and then not say nothing about, and then not call out Meryl Streep, okay? Who not only called Harvey Weinstein God, honey, but also stood up and clapped for that damn pedophile Roman Polanski. And I've been calling this shit out for years on my channel, but again, I'm just the hater. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give him props for calling out Oprah on her shit, but call out everybody. Don't just pick and choose who you want to call out, because there's a lot of corrupt people in this Hollywood system. The entire swamp needs to be drained, and I'm gonna always stand by that comment. So anyways, y'all, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation. Do you agree with what Seal had to say? You know what I'm saying? And how do you feel about Oprah's speech and what she had to say at the Golden Globe Awards? And then also, do you agree with me that if Seal's going to call out Oprah, he also needs to call out his ex-wife and all these other top execs who sat there and befriended Harvey Weinstein, who knew damn well what he was doing behind closed doors? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. And make sure you click that bell so you can be down with the notification squad, honey. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right. Deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.